Tonight, the Sydney Tigers host the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks. Your commentators are Ray Warren and Paul Horton.
And welcome now to Parramatta Stadium for this clash tonight between Cronulla Sutherland and the Sydney Tigers as Andrew Ettinghausen takes his team out. Let's have a look at their rundown for today. David Peachy comes into fullback. Rogers on one wing, Bateman the other. Ettinghausen and Donaghy. Healy and Green are the halves. Lee, Treister, Davidson, Ryan, Greenhill and Nickau. And coached by Johnny Lang. And Paul Seranen leads out the Sydney Tigers. Both sides winners last weekend. And Ciro telling us today that he's ready for a rep jumper if they want to give him one. Brasher, Heron, Kennedy, Burke, Patterson, Hanley, Gillette. Wilson comes into the front row for Dan Staines. Brown, Seranen, Stimson, centre, Morrison, Wayne Pearce, their coach. Mark Oaten in charge with Cronulla Sutherland running from right to left. A beautiful day in Sydney. And so the Tigers. They bring it back with Morrison, the lock forward. And along the line they go. Stimson it was in the 11, and now you don't need any introduction to this big man, Paul Seranen. Headband on the 30-metre line. This is his front row partner for the day, Bernard Wilson. Not sure how long Dan Staines will be out for. Apparently a knee injury for the former Australian representative, State of Origin player. This is David Peachy, electrifying player. He's playing in the side for Ben Samet today. And now Matt Rogers. Treister is the number 9. And this is Nickau. Driving defence by the Tigers from Stimson and to a lesser degree from Hanley. Now, Davidson. 45 metres out from their own line. And along the line they come. Mitch Healy. He and Paul Green will take them around the park. That kick superbly accurate off the boot of Mitch Healy. There's not too many better kickers in the game than him. Sharks successful over the Western Reds last weekend. Tigers over Newcastle. And the Tigers bringing it off their own 10-metre line. And that is the centre, Greg Burke. Goal-kicking centre. Wilson one more time. Centre. Darren centre. And Wilson showing the value of bringing these people in late to a side. They really put their hand up, enthusiastic. Wearing the number 7 today. Wes Patton is on the bench. Rogers. Peachy. Bateman. And it's against the Tigers for being inside the 10. Penalty goes to the Sharks.
Well, it's a fair enough penalty too, although it is a big 10 metres. They were 2 or 3 metres in front of the referee, Oaten.
That kick won't find touch. Now he's... Well, I would have thought he was offside. Ian Heron. It looked to come off the hands of the halfback Gillette to Heron, who was standing in front of him. But they've been allowed to go on, Balmain, and they're making some yards. 35 metres, in fact, out from their own line. Here's a penalty for them. Cronulla inside the 10 now. Quick tap taken by Gillette. And he's in opposition territory to the tune of 10 metres. Well, all of this goes back to that incident I was talking about. Played by centre. On for Hanley. Now Seranen. Short ball. Oh! Kennedy! He was jumping into the tackle of Donaghy.
Wonderful tackle there by Donaghy. A beauty it was. And the Tigers lose their way after getting deep into the Sharks' territory. Look at this. Up and drive. That's a beauty. A chunky tackle, that one.
Greenhill. Bootlace tackle by Stimson. The tackles that most people like to see. Nickow, Treaster, Healy, Green. Not frightened to mix and match the halves. First man up takes the half-back roll. That is Ryan. Healy just managing to get this kick in. And Brasher will watch it. I was going to say go over the dead ball line, but he's forced to bring it back. And the Australian fullback is pulled down by Tawira Nickow. In front of his own uprights. Patterson goes in to take a scurry, but Rogers shuts him down. Balmain going nowhere. 3 tackles gone. Burke tackled. Now Gillette in 2 minds. He was looking for a run-up. 4 tackles. They've gone 12 metres. Now Morrison on 5 is 22 metres out. And that was the best run of the lot. The last sees them clearing off their own 20-metre line, and that's not good enough. Peachy circles them. Rogers then supports him on the outside. Rogers with a weaving run. 42 metres out from the line. First tackle.
Also, what's not good enough for the Tigers is the length of their clearing kicks. See, Mitch Healy's got about 20 metres on Gillette at the moment.
Danny Lee providing the pass for Eddinghausen to go in and equal Reg Gasnier's try-scoring total of 127. Puts him equal now, 11th all-time try-scorer in the game.
That's a magnificent pass by big Danny Lee, the workhorse of this Cronulla side. He takes it up. The Balmain defence, there's plenty of it there, but he gets through. That's a very ordinary tackle there first up. And then that's a magnificent ball. E.T., you can't give him a metre, E.T. A beautiful try for the Sharks. Coming on only the 3rd or 4th tackle into that set of 6.
The evolution of the personnel. Eddinghausen played alongside this kid's father. And so Matt Rogers fails to convert. And historic try for Andrew Eddinghausen. Cronulla 4, the Tigers yet to score. Ian Heron starts this second passage of play. And Greenhill brings it back about 15 metres out from the Sharks' line. Balmain, or the Sydney Tigers, trailing 4-0. Reserve grade result, Cronulla 24, the Sydney Tigers 18. Round 5 of the Optus Cup, and Danny Lee takes a battering as he takes it ahead, but Wilson was there with Morrison, now Davidson. They gave him a quick play, the ball, Peachy slides the pass, Treaster. 30 metres out on 5, Peachy, Green, Nickow, Eddinghausen outside, Rogers outside him, the kick is to both of them, a regather by Eddinghausen, and then he chances a speculator inside.
Great play by E.T., wasn't it? The Tigers aren't putting Cronulla on the deck. That's their problem, allowing them to stand in tackles and pass the football. E.T., a speculator there, but Rogers was covered. And Ellery came up with the football.
They're back, reaching their 20-metre line. Darren Sanderwell, he almost did, but he bounced off the defence line. Gillette feeds it on for Seranen. That pass looked forward. Kennedy's into a hole. Still going. Around Peachy. Peachy grabs at a piece of the jumper and pulls him down. 5 gone. The Tigers now. They kick ahead, but the referee has ruled a forward pass, has he?
Yeah, from the dummy half. That's unbelievable. A beautiful break made by Kennedy as he went through. There was no one out here for Cronulla. The defence was lacking. A couple of missed tackles. The fullback, Peachy, finally came up with the try-saving tackle. And from here, the last thing they needed was a forward pass. And the referee got the call from the touch judge, so Cronulla now have the football from the scrum.
With Healy. Nicker comes back to the left to pick up Paul Green, Rothman's medal winner, current holder of the medal, which will go ahead this year. Donaghy has made a good run for Bateman to capitalise. Bateman tackled 12 metres out. The Sharks are in the line, but the penalty goes to them and against the Tigers' defence.
And the Tigers' marker defence is really letting them down today. The markers just aren't working. They'll have a shot for goal here.
Matt Rogers, 22 metres out. He strikes it much better and both flags are up. Cronulla extends their lead 6-0 over the Sydney Tigers. Making mention of that Rothman's medal, the game's #1 award. It will go ahead this year. There was quite a bit of doubt that would be the case with the laws on tobacco advertising. But it will go ahead. This is Ryan, the second rower. Davidson working away from the 10-metre line. Might be my imagination, but everywhere Les goes, Serenan seems to be. Nicker. Treaster, the halfback, the dummy half, I should say, appealing for a penalty. Now, Greenhill, who we saw in the top grade, I think for the first time last year, but he's a real workhorse. Healy's kick taken in by Brasher. Some open space for Brasher. Good effort by Tim Brasher to the halfway line. Across from Gillette and a short ball into Stimson. Brown. Morrison. Tigers, inspired by the Brasher run, through Gillette on to Hanley. Oh, but Stimson and Treaster had a head clash there, but he's okay, the #9 for Cronulla. Gillette's kick came off one of the Cronulla players to another in an offside position.
Yeah, good luck for the Tigers here. You'd think a pretty good goal kicker, and Ian Heron would come in and have a shot and try and get a couple of points on the board for the Tigers.
22 metres out. About 15 in from touch on the Michael Cronin stand side of the ground. Looks good. Beautiful kick. First points on the board for the Tigers. Trailing by 4. Cronulla with a very deep restart. And he couldn't have afforded to give it much more, Mitch Healy. Tigers trailing by 4 points. 15 metres away from their own line. This is Bernard Wilson back on. McLean's pass has been dropped, so this will put pressure on the Tigers. A scrum that will go down inside the 30-metre line.
That's definitely not what the Tigers wanted in their own half. A strong tackle by E.T. and the ball went loose, but lack of concentration is costing them.
So the Sharks, they set their pattern, and now they go around the back for David Peachy, who celebrates his 22nd birthday today. Paul Green, facial massage on the way down. Nathan Long. They come to the blind for Danny Lee. And a good strong run. Rolling the Cronulla attack within 10 metres of the line. Healy. Desperate tackle over the top there by McVeigh. The last. Green. Eddinghausen able to get a kick in. Well, that was just a show of class by Eddinghausen. Brasher now tries to cut them open.
Cronulla definitely not onside there. We're back about 5 metres. The referee's got to get a handle on this and get both sides back.
Gillette. McLean. And the halfback again. Pumps it down into Bateman's corner again. They've given Alan Bateman all of the work to do today.
Well, whilst their kicking game has been ordinary, at least the chase from the Tigers has been good. Every time a Cronulla player has got the ball, there's been 3, 4, 5 and 6 Tigers right in front of him. Wayne Pearce will be happy with that aspect at least.
I can't quite work out why they're working into that bottom left-hand corner, though. The other corner is the one with the sun shining towards it. And most teams would use the high ball into that corner, as they have done for donkey's years here at Parramatta Stadium.
Well, that's right. When Manly came here, he used to put them up to Sterling all the time. He dropped them every time under the high ball. Just couldn't handle them. His hair must have got in his eyes in those days. But here's a mistake. Is there a hand in there by a Tiger? It's hard to tell from that angle.
Henley waits for Brasher, and then Red.
That is a class piece of football from ET, reading that so well and hammering Brasher as Patton tries to get through the big Cronulla forwards. That's good play.
Centre. To his credit, he got an awful pass. It was a mongrel of a pass, and 3 of them hit him at the same time, but he never took his eyes off the ball. Here's an opportunity. Kennedy slices down the centre, finds Henley, and Henley taken in an important tackle. But it's the Tigers. Where's Patton? Patton, he's over. Oh, this little miracle player. Well, where's Patton? Sent on as an impact player, and he's absolutely relished an opportunity set up by Kennedy and Corey Pearson.
Great ball by Corey Pearson. He's got some toe, hasn't he? Kennedy, and then Hanley. That's a great tackle by Mitch Healy to save there. But then the Cronulla players always struggling. And when you get Wes Patton stepping like he can in amongst the forwards, a great try to the Tigers. They're back.
And not a difficult kick for Heron. Flags are in the air, and the Tigers are in front over Cronulla by 2 points.
Yes, he's only been on there about a minute and a half, but that's the sort of stuff Wes Patton is capable of. And as I said, great coaching. There's the junior smiling. Go, junior.
Oh, no. Well, he's ruled there were no hands involved there. Corey Pearson it was. Now Cronulla's defence forcing the Tigers back. Since they've been in front, it's as if they've inflamed Cronulla. Cronulla hitting them with everything. Pearson, this penalty will help the Tigers.
Yeah, late tackle here over the top by Les Davidson. He was going down, and Davidson came over and smashed him. So once again, the Tigers in good field position. 4-2, they lead the penalties.
Sirenen winding up. Patton. Pearson and Patton combining. Henley. His second stint with the Tigers. Centre. Patton. McVeigh. Flick pass back for Patton. And when he handles it, there seems to be added urgency. Pearson. 25 metres out from the Sharks line. Patton again. Hanley. Brasher's into the back line. The kick ahead for Brasher. Still on the ground, a chance for the Tigers. And Patton comes up with it, but the referee has ruled a double knock on.
This will be a Tigers feed. Ellery Hanley using all his skill and guile there. Puts a little grubber in. Brasher nearly got to it. He kicked out, lashed out. Cronulla couldn't handle it, so Wes Patton feeds the scrum.
Good chance for the Tigers. A set play on the blind side. The lock and the halfback. Now from Brown to Hanley. This is Brasher. Brasher looking in vain on his right. On his outside, he had Burke unmarked. They go out to the left again. And the Tigers repelled by Cronulla. 2 metres out. Hanley ran a decoy. Patton gets it away. They're in again. The Tigers with Darren Centre scoring right on half-time.
And once again, it's Wes Patton delayed the pass to put Centre through. The Tigers fans, they love it. They've gone off. Comes out to the right-hand side of the field, and Patton drifts across the field. The Cronulla defence. Green misread the play there. He should have stayed on Darren Centre.
Ian Heron, 2 from 2. And almost certainly will send the Tigers to the half-time break by 14 points to 6. That he does. It's a standing ovation as the crowd above the exits to the dressing rooms applaud the Tigers. An 8-point margin their way as we break. We're back with more Sunday Night League in just a moment.
Get ready for virtual adventure.
We're still in the virtual world.
From
And back at Parramatta Stadium, Balmain going into the second half, leading by 8 points. 2 tries to 1. And Wes Patton really turning things around for the Tigers in the latter part of the first half. As Greenhill brings it back beyond the 20-metre line on the first set of 6 for Cronulla. Supported by Davidson. And now they've reached the 30-metre line. Denny Lee. 8 for the handling errors. Cronulla on the wrong side of that and on the wrong side of that as well. And a break made by Peachy. Heron goes back to clean it up as Brasher put the pressure on Peachy.
Yeah, Peachy deciding to run the football on the 5th tackle. He found a gap. Unfortunately, when he went through, he couldn't find any support. Otherwise, it could have been a Cronulla try. So the Tigers escape.
Morrison. Very bad play the ball. In fact, it wasn't a play the ball. He's dropped it, getting up to play the ball. And that is going to put the Tigers under extreme pressure.
Oh, that's a tragic play the ball, that one. And it may cost the Tigers as Green finds E.T.
Eddinghausen, oh, he's run right around them. Eddinghausen put his foot down and simply circled the field. It was an incredible run by Eddinghausen.
How good a player is he? That mistake has cost him 4, possibly 6. He gets on the outside of Greg Burke. It becomes a foot race, and Burke never got near him.
Rogers. Difficult kick. And it's just wide of the uprights. So the try goes unconverted. Tigers lead the Sharks by 4 now. Well, that try by Andrew Eddinghausen now takes him past Reg Gasnier and level 10th all-time try scorer with Sid Goodwin on 128 tries. Greenhill now. Scampering run from acting half by Treaster. Green. Sean Ryan. Roar from the crowd as for the referee, who did a backflip. Mickow. Last tackle for Green to stab it into the corner. The chase is good. Bateman puts it down.
Yeah, they got the good bounce there, Cronulla. Balmain have stopped moving up. Cronulla making a lot of yards right in close to the ruck. A left footer by Paul Green. They're all onside. They get the great bounce, but then couldn't control the football.
So Balmain still leading 14-10. Time grinding on. Hanley. Gillette. Peachy now. Rogers waving him over to the right of the ground. And Rogers goes inside, but Peachy takes the tackle 30 metres out from his own line. Rogers, hello, knock on it to play the ball. Brings a smile from young Patterson. So I wonder, would Wayne Pearce get Wes Patton into the game now? Here's Brasher. You see, if he leaves it much longer, he might be looking at a defensive mode, which is not Patton's game. Bit of a brawl on up in the back play as McVeigh is brought down 15 metres out. Brown, Gillette, Serenano. It was a catch and pass for him, but the winger had gone half an hour ago. Brown's pass sees Pearson back to the 10-metre line. Brown again. Rebound into the arms of McVeigh. Henley now kicks out for Chook Heron. The bounce that has been knocked on in goal.
Yeah, knocked back by the Cronulla players. Ellery Hanley found himself with the football on the 5th tackle, kicked for Heron. Bit of interference there, run by Bateman.
The good news, though, is that the Tigers, if you're barracking for them, are about to get the football back. A penalty right in front.
Oh,
he's caught the Sharks in front of the kicker.
I haven't seen this for donkeys. We see it every kickoff, players in front of the kickoff. Now we've got one from right under the sticks.
Heron, further 2 points to the Balmain total. 16 points to 10 now. The only thing I've got to say about referee Oaten and that ruling back there, he's just opened up another page in the book if he's going to be fair dinkum. Not hard to find them in front of the kicker from just about any kick-off, any line dropout.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have to keep an eye on the restarts from now on. Mr. Oaten will. Oh, there's a drop ball there by Ciro onto Burke. So now Cronulla back in possession. They're only 33 metres out. Goes to Jones.
Coach Wayne Pearce sitting right in front of us. I guess he'd be saying there's no need to push the pass. Not in our own territory. Nathan Long, hang on. We've found a high shot here. And it's McVeigh in 27.
Yes, Nathan Long taking the ball up hard and straight as he normally does. And that's right around the throat. So I'm just wondering, yes, they'll have a shot for goal. ET, I thought they might have gone for the try, but 16-10. gets them back to just the 4 points.
Matt Rogers. And straight between the uprights. Lovely kick. 16-12. Going right down to the wire. So the restart, and the Balmain Tigers, or the Sydney Tigers, very aware of the referee looking along their line. Greenhill comes back. A lot of these Balmain fans sitting in front of us, I think, are looking down at the bench, still wondering when Coach Pearce might use the youngster that turned it around in the first half. Healy. Brasher. Bit of pressure. Arriving late, though. And no markers. They did their job, the chasers, but then they forgot to leave Brasher on the ground to get up last. Patterson. Kennedy. Daunting task for him. Oh, they keep doing it, the Tigers. Come back with the football. Peachy. Running towards Bateman's wing.
They really must address their kicking game before next weekend. That's the 4th time in this half they put it straight down, the fullback straight, and he's still going Peachy.
31 metres away from the Tigers' line. Nickow works on a wide blind side. That is Gavin Jones. They've made a dent in them. Now to come wide. Healy. Eddinghausen. And Matt Rogers goes for the corner, gets it over the line. Did he have the ball in the hand? Yes, he did. It's a try for Matt Rogers. But any time that Eddinghausen wants to put his stamp on the game, so be it.
And Cronulla are coming home strongly in this game against the Tigers. E.T., he's been their best. Everything revolves around him. The pace and the power that he's got. Once again, gets her outside his opposite in Burke. Draw and pass. There's Rogers. Still got plenty of work to do. You know, they should have held him. Couple of feeble attempts at tackle there.
Matt Rogers from the sideline. And he's been able to make it. Cronulla Sutherland in front as Coach Pearce sends Wes Patton back into the game now.
9th.
So Heron sends it deep. Greenhill brings it back. And Wayne Pearce obviously saving this young try-scoring machine, Wes Patton, for the latter part of both halves. They've come up with the football. This crowd, the Balmain crowd, you can sense the expectation when young Patton comes into the game. That's him offloading now through to Darren Centre. 25 metres out from the line. Corey Pearson. Here he is again. Hanley, the run around, and then for Brasher. Wide for Burke. Five tackles gone. Patton kicks. And Cronulla will bring it back to the 20-metre line. Donaghy. Jones. Greenhill comes off. Ryan goes on. And long to Green, and now Ettinghausen into space again. Throws the ball out wide for Sean Ryan, and he's pulled down by Hanley. 20 metres away from the Tigers line. Green. Picked up by Dykes. This is the last. Green. Stops himself from kicking, then long. Lee. Pushes it out for Rogers. Here's trouble. Rogers goes in again. Matty Rogers scores wide out again. Ettinghausen had nothing to do with it, but he put his presence on the line.
That's incredible. The Tigers have just capitulated here. The defence has fallen completely asleep. A miss on Green. And then some quick hands. Good ball here by Danny Lee. And there's no defence whatsoever out here. They didn't cover the whole ground. Brasher had to come in. And then that's, once again, some very shoddy defence out wide by the Tigers.
Attempt to convert his own try one more time, and he does that. The Cronulla Sutherland extending their lead to 8 points now. 64th and 68th minutes. Converted tries to Matt Rogers. And suddenly Cronulla has turned an 8-point deficit into an 8-point advantage. Nathan Long. Shrestha.
Hands off, hands off.
Hit hard by centre. Gavin Jones. And the referee has spotted a blood bin,
Yeah,
I do believe. Bernard Wilson.
Oh, Bernard Wilson, of course.
Surprised you didn't know him, actually. So the scrum will go down, back on Balmain's 20-metre line, 24-16. And the Tigers, after looking as though they were going to win this one, have let a big lead become quite a deficit, considering there's only a couple of handfuls of minutes left. Sherinen, and it's with Patterson. McVeigh. Here's Patton. Paul Green trying to get a late shot off on him. Penalty goes to Cronulla.
Yes, some great pressure there on Patton. Really made him hurry his kick. And I think Ellery Hanley thought it had come off a Cronulla player that he was onside. It wasn't the case. Or, as a matter of fact, it did. He hit a Cronulla player on the run through there. And Mark Aiton has missed it.
Jones. Good strong run. Danny Lee. Green. Dykes. Ettinghausen. Donaghy. Donaghy. Very strong. And over. Oh, that's a good try. Say what you like about the defence, but Donaghy's effort was very strong.
He is a very good centre, Paul Donaghy. He gets hit hard here by Chook Heron out wide and simply bounces off him. There's the strong tackle, but didn't hang on, Chook. He let him go. That's terrible defence. Michael Brown just pushed him away. Brasher couldn't do much better.
Three tries then in 8 minutes. Rogers converts. And the Sharks, they're just rolling downhill now. 30 points to 16. scrum, 12 metres out from the Cronulla line. Long, 20 metres out from the Cronulla line.
And whilst a couple of the Cronulla backs have starred today in Rogers, Eddingshausen and Donaghy, Peachy's also had a fine game. It's been like Les Davidson, Gavin Jones when he's been on. Denny Lee has been a tower of strength, and both the second rowers in Ryan and Greenhill have all played so well for Cronulla, and that has paved the way for this victory against the Tigers.
Dykes. Not hard to mistake him for Mitch Healy. Adam Dykes. Where's Patton? Henley. Brasher. Kennedy. Centre. Heron. Well, there must have been 8 or 9 passes. Now there's probably 12 or 13, and they're going ahead. And the final pass goes over the sideline.
Well, there was 13 good passes and 1 Dudley. And the end of that, there it is in a touchdown.
And again, the Cronulla back line sweeps into action. Peachy's looking to celebrate his 22nd birthday, and he does it in style. David Peachy scores the try.
He's had a great game today, David Peachy, a late replacement for Ben Samet, who was out injured. He's a more than handy player, David Peachy, straight from the scrum. The defence is everywhere. It's all over the place. The cover was there, but too many missed tackles today by the Tigers. 33 in all, and Peachy makes it 34.
Matt Rogers, personal tally of 20 in the game with that conversion. So Cronulla Sutherland win easily, 36 points to 16. Their coach is happy, so are their fans. And Andrew Eddinghausen should be happy as well, because he's $1,000 richer, courtesy of Optus. Now, the footy tab, $281.95. Pick the score. Other results, and Newcastle home against Penrith, St George over Canberra, while Brisbane gave the Cowboys quite a hiding, and North Sydney defeated the Crushers. The points table then at the end of round 5, the Roosters are on top. 2 points from Brisbane, Manly, North Sydney and St George. And there is how your club...
It was just an idea that I had, and I acted on it. I thought it would be a terrific opportunity and a different experience. That's it in a nutshell.
When did you first get the idea that posing nude would give you